Hey everyone, so you've got your main speakers dialed in, crisp highs, tight mids, everything sounds great, but when you play something with real bass, like a movie explosion or a kick drum in a song, it just feels like it's missing that last bit of punch. It's not quite hitting you in the chest like you know it should. You're left wondering why your room isn't shaking the way it does in the movies. Well, I ran into that exact problem, and after trying a few options, I landed on the SVS SB-4000 Subwoofer. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. What really sold me was how this thing doesn't just add bass, it takes control of the space. SVS used their most advanced digital processor in this sub, and it's not just marketing talk. It actually analyzes the room and adjusts the output in real time so every note hits with precision. I noticed it right away with movie soundtracks. A low-frequency rumble in a thriller doesn't just play, it dominates the room. It's not muddy or boomy, it's tight and directional, like the director intended. That's the kind of clarity you don't get from most subwoofers, even expensive ones. I also love how it pairs with my setup. I've got a pair of bookshelf speakers, and this sub blends right in. The 13.5-inch driver is powerful but not overbearing. It doesn't drown out the rest of the sound, it fills in what's missing. I tested it with everything from orchestral music to EDM, and in every case, the bass was there when it needed to be, but never overpowering. That's huge for me because I don't want to feel like I'm living in a nightclub every time I turn on a movie. Another thing that impressed me was the build quality. SVS really went all out here. The cabinet is sealed, which means cleaner, more accurate bass without the one-note boominess you get from ported subs. The lightweight yet rigid composite cone with the glass fiber dust cap keeps distortion low even at high volumes. I pushed this thing pretty hard during a movie marathon, and it never once sounded strained. That's peace of mind right there. The app control is a nice bonus too. I can fine-tune the crossover, phase, and volume right from my phone. No need to crawl behind the sub or dig through menus on a remote. It's all right there in the SVS app, and it's surprisingly intuitive. I tweaked the settings a few times to match my room, and once I got it dialed in, I didn't touch it again. That's how it should be, powerful out of the box but customizable when you want to get into the details. I should mention the power handling. This thing is rated for 1200 watts RMS, and it doesn't shy away from using it. When a big bass hit comes through, it doesn't just play, it slams. But here's the thing, it's not just about raw power. It's about control. The processor ensures that even at high volumes, the bass stays clean and articulate. I've heard subwoofers that can shake the walls but sound like a single note. This one delivers depth and texture, so you actually hear the difference between a kick drum and a bass guitar. Now, no product is perfect, so let me be real for a second. The SB-4000 is big, physically and in terms of power. If you're in a small apartment or a shared space, you might need to be mindful of the volume. It's not something you can hide in a corner either, it's a statement piece. Also, while the app is great, it does require your phone to be on the same network, which isn't a deal breaker but is something to keep in mind if your Wi-Fi is spotty. All in all, if you're serious about your home audio and want a subwoofer that doesn't just add bass but transforms your listening experience, this is it. It's not about filling a room with noise, it's about making the room come alive with sound. Whether you're watching movies, listening to music, or just want that extra depth in your setup, the SVS SB-4000 delivers. Check it out using the link below if it sounds like what you've been looking for.